Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Thursday, April 30th, the last day of April. How incredible is that? What's even more incredible is you're here spending time with me, an hour together. We're going to do something brand new today that we haven't ever done before. Yes, we've done website reviews in the past, and we're going to do them in the future, but we're going to review something new today, and hopefully we can review yours if you have one to review. Number 2, I have a fun little book to share with you. Number 3, more Q&A. And number 4, just, hey, have a good time. Welcome to the income stream.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream, all while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, we have an overload of thumbs downs, which is pretty cool. We haven't seen anything like that before, so that's great. Thank you for making this seem more real. I appreciate your honest feedback, and hopefully we can turn that thumb up some in the future. But hey, we also got 50 thumbs up. And this speaks to, sometimes we focus on the thumbs downs in life, even though there are more thumbs up, right? One negative piece of feedback could outweigh 100 positive comments. And that's just how it is. Let me know in the chat if you've ever sort of experienced that and you've sort of caught yourself getting upset about something that actually doesn't matter, and you're actually taking your time away from the loads of people who actually do appreciate you and stuff like that. And 7, that's awesome. We got some good stuff here. So welcome in today. Thank you so much. I have a fun little thing to share with you. And this is a book that one of my students' kids wrote or is a part of. They're in fact one of a few authors in this book, and I'm just very excited to share this with you. It's called Chef Junior, and I think now is a perfect time to have kids, learn life skills, to have kids, gain the confidence, and especially to have kids now realize how to cook like good food that's healthy, and maybe even become the chef sometimes during the week. The kids are at home, right? And if you don't have kids, that's okay. But I think it's just really, really important to give them those life skills now. And I'm very proud and thankful for April, my wife, who's using this opportunity in quarantine, kids at home, homeschooling, that sort of stuff, to teach them not just schoolwork, but to teach them life skills. So every Monday, they fold laundry, which is really cool. So April does the laundry, the kids, they're folding their own clothes, packing them away. Every Tuesday, they're cleaning the bathroom. Man, I didn't clean the bathroom till I was in college, and I didn't have a choice. And so I'm just so stoked for that. Anyway, this book, again, Chef Junior, just came out. I ordered it a long time ago. As you can see, some really nice images and photos, and a big shout out to Paul Kimball. The student of mine is Katie Kimball, but Paul's an author, and that's cool at a young age, which I don't know his exact age, 12, 13, maybe 11. I'm not exactly sure, but how cool is that? And that relates to our light goal today, 200. I'm giving away 2 copies of this book to 2 random people at the end of this stream today. So stick around, and if you leave a comment, well, that'll give you an entry, obviously. Don't just start spamming to spam, but later on in the show, I'll be selecting 2 people at random. I'll probably do one at the half-hour mark. That way we can get people in who can't stick around to the end, and I'll do another one at the end. How about that? So 2 books, and that'll be a lot of fun. So congrats on that. You really missed out on that bathroom cleaning, #brah, says Thomas. Yes, I in fact did. Way to teach kids to be self-sufficient, says Jammin. Thank you so much, Jammin, for being here. Let's see. Dogs are the best friends. Just signed up for Buzzsprout through your link. So excited to be launching my podcast this week and extremely grateful for your helpful info. You're welcome. By the way, the podcasting tutorial that I created a number of years back is now over 1 million views here on YouTube, which is incredible. So thank you all for your support. That was just a huge milestone. Hey, yes, and even though we have a thumbs down, I still love you anyway. Thank you, Samson. I appreciate you for being here. Martin, thank you for the super chat that came in earlier. Rafal, thank you for the one that just came in. Rap and comment. There she is. What's going on, superstar? Joanna is in the house. She had to leave a little bit early yesterday, but that's cool. Rafal, thank you for that. And I love teaching my girls to cook, says Vicky. They even more when they would cook me dinner. Yes. Somebody randomly on Twitter asked me the other day, Pat, do you have any, my anniversary's coming up. You're a creative guy. Do you have any fun ideas to make my anniversary more special. We can't go out to dinner. We can't do all these things. And I was like, do you have kids? And they're like, yes. And I was like, here's what you need to do. You need to give your wife like hours kid-free while you and the kids prepare dinner. Okay? So let your wife do whatever she wants for, 3 hours while you and the kids together bond, but then create dinner together for the anniversary. Wow. Jonathan, thank you so much for that. Who are we saving up for pennies to donate to in May? I'm not quite sure, in fact. I think that, we've done the San Diego Food Bank the last couple months, and I'm excited to compile the amount of money that we've made on these super chats and give it over to the San Diego Food Bank. I'm going to look up perhaps another organization. I'd love it to be something related to health and the medical field to help people in need right now. Perhaps to get more, protection gear and those kinds of things, which are so important right now. Anyway, to finish off that story, or not story, that advice. So then dinner happens, and the kids become the sort of restaurant workers, right? They plate, they serve, and they clean up, right? And that would be a huge gift, I know, for a lot of moms out there. So that's the idea. I think that would be a lot of fun. I also had another idea for a scavenger hunt that would then sort of take you around places around the house, and every clue sort of related to a memory that you had about your spouse and why you were so thankful for them and all that kind of stuff. By the way, I'm a cheesy, hopeless romantic, so like these kinds of ideas are easy for me. I was doing stuff, and I mentioned this yesterday, like I had crushes on girls when I was in the second grade, and I would like make them poems and write them songs and stuff. Anyway, a hidden talent of mine. And then in the scavenger hunt, the final room is a memory that hasn't happened yet. Meaning, hey, baby, when we get out of quarantine, we're going to go make this memory. We're going to go to this location, or we're going to have fun doing this together. And I can't wait to have this be a memory that we get to continue to work together on in the future. Bam! That's how you get the girl. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm a little delirious. I didn't get a lot of sleep a couple nights ago, and I think it's catching up with me. Let's see here. Tech Bites with Ron says, Pat, how about consider Shriners Hospital for Children as a place to give the funds? Perhaps. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to work with my family today to understand what they might have ideas about, even the kids. Like, hey, who do you think deserves, or who do you think could use the help? Everybody deserves the help, obviously, but would love to get the kids involved in their decision making as well. And so these options are great, and I'm going to present them to the kids later on because I want them to know that giving is great. Giving is a part of the process of succeeding. Giving is a part of the process of life, and that's how we can make the world a better place. So thank you all for that advice. Karma just moved over to ConvertKit. Congratulations, it's awesome. Love that. Interested in hearing your thoughts on having founders to help launch of a new membership site. What would you say are the advantages or disadvantages? You must launch with founders. This is something that if you've listened to the third emergency episode in the lineup of the podcast, of the SPI podcast, Stu McLaren, who is just the guru about membership websites, the godfather, if you will. Anybody doing a membership site should check out Stu McLaren right now. smartpassiveincome.com/tribes if you want to check that out. He is amazing, and he says that all of his students, and the way that he teaches is he launches with a founders group. And a founders group is very special because it's the first group, and you can have a limited amount. They become a part of the process of what that membership ultimately becomes, and you can start to generate some income from the people who are really excited to be a part of something. And a community is something that's very much in everybody's mind right now because it's something that we're lacking. So I think that's really important. So just look up Stu. He's amazing. Not launching with a founders group runs you the risk of not even being able to validate the idea, to guess what the community wants versus working with the community. And you can launch it sooner than later because it doesn't have to be all the way complete before you launch versus if you were to go sort of all out right from the beginning. Thank you for that super chat, by the way, Wendy. I can't wait to answer your question as soon as it pops up here for you. Cool. Let's see. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome, Xenia and Vlada. Tomas. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you so much. Stu is the bomb, she says, and that is exactly true. Let's see. Susanna says, what are they doing about the kids that rely on breakfast at schools? Sometimes their only solid meal. I know in some districts here in San Diego, they're allowing for people to go drive to the school to get food that was meant for them and just kind of pick up curbside, if you will. And I think that's awesome. All right, let's see. Wendy, in honor of Mother's Day and helping celebrate a beautiful day for all, I feel so grateful that I still have my mom and we still enjoy a meal while social distancing. Wendy, thank you so much for the donation, and I appreciate you for that. And what a wonderful message. I'm just so thankful for you and for everybody else here. And yeah, definitely Mother's Day coming up for sure. Definitely they're working overtime, right? TJ, thank you so much for the super chat, doing my small part. I appreciate you. We're already at 100, by the way. And if you're coming in later, the goal today is 200 likes. So we're almost there. I'm going to give away 2 copies of this book here. I'm just going to grab your address at some point and send these to you via Amazon. Whenever they choose to ship to you, we'll know later. But Chef Junior, a book that was written by one of my students' kids, which is pretty cool. And I just want to reward them because, hey, start them young, right? Get them young, get them understanding that you can create, that you can put yourself out there in the world, and you can help others too. And I think the idea is a fantastic one, especially during this time, for a cookbook when everybody's at home cooking now, which is really cool. All right, so here is what I want to do today that's different, which I mentioned earlier. We in the past have done a number of website reviews, and those are going to continue to happen, especially over the weekend. Make sure you come in over the weekend. We still do these live streams, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and we're going to do a lot of website reviews this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, which is when we usually stack them. I've had a lot of requests, however, to do YouTube channel reviews. So to go into a channel and to perhaps go in and assess where there might be a way to help. What could be improved on? What is working? What is not working? Now, we're not going to sit and watch videos for a long period of time, but I think also going into the videos to see, well, how well are you doing your hooks? How are your thumbnails? Am I convinced to continue watching this video after 10 seconds? And I think YouTube channel reviews would be an amazing opportunity, and I would love to get into that. And so if that sounds exciting to you, let me know in the chat. And I am not quite sure how this is going to work out, but I'd love to experiment for the purpose of, okay, let's maybe make this a regular thing. We had also talked about yesterday in terms of ways to make the show even better over time, to perhaps choose days that are thematic. So perhaps one day maybe being a YouTube channel review day, and another day being a website review day, and another day being sort of like something else. And so we'll figure that out later, and I'm definitely wanting to go down that route. But I want to even see if these YouTube channel reviews, which I've never done before, I'm just going to let you know. I have reviewed channels for my students, but never publicly like this. I've done plenty of website reviews, and they've proven to be very valuable. Not quite sure how this is going to work out, so I'd love to give it a go, an experiment, and see what can happen. And of course, we're here on YouTube, and likely you have a YouTube channel as well. So that'll work out. A lot of people who are on here don't necessarily have a website, but I think a YouTube channel, since you're here, review would be really cool. So what do you say? Should we get going? Should we try it? Excellent. Sounds like everybody's stoked on that. So I'm curious to know what might be the best way to do this. I'm curious if like the screen names that I see here, like Michael Mann and Aaron Waller, if those are actually the YouTube channel names. Or perhaps you tell me what to type into YouTube in terms of your channel name, and I'll go find it. So maybe we can do that. One for podcasting. Podcasting would be a little bit more difficult because it's not as sort of visual, although we can review the cover art for your podcast and all those kinds of things. Wow, Deb. I had to like squint to see if that was for real. Thank you so much for that super chat. You're going to see it pop up here in just a minute, but wow, just kudos to you. Like, amazing. How many t-shirts do I have? Several dozen, and I have several dozen more coming in. Okay, so let's try this out. And there it is, $49.99. Deb, thank you so much. And you're not even asking for anything. I appreciate you. You're amazing. So let's review Wendy Zellmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube. So here we are on your YouTube. And I'm going to type in Wendy Zellmer. Excuse me. Zellmer. I can type. And we'll just go for perhaps 3 to 5 minutes each, and we'll try to get through as many as we can. And if you feel that I've shared something that is valuable or useful, let me know in the chat, because that will help me understand when I rewatch this later, which I will do, how to improve these YouTube reviews and all those sorts of things. So, Wendy Zellmer, I'm going to click. Now, number one, I am seeing your, Sue, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, as well, from you there. So, Wendy, number one, I'm seeing this sort of generic homepage. You can customize what this looks like. You can set it up in a way where, let me open up another one, youtube.com/PatFlynn. And this isn't anything you have to unlock, but check out the sort of content and how it's shared here. Now, you're going to see the live streams here because we're streaming live right now. But number one, the channel art should pop up here in just a moment, here at the top. And as you can see, very welcoming, very much on brand and what we're about, and sort of even what people can expect. So you can look up different places where you can find sort of templates that you can use. And by the way, thank you for the super chats again. Scrolling down, you can see a whole array of my latest videos, a playlist of money-making ideas, a playlist for my podcast tutorial. Again, there's the 1 million views. How crazy is that? Affiliate marketing stuff. So, and then you can have them sort of be in an array like this horizontally. You can have it be done vertically. And so having as well, and I think it's because I'm live right now, I don't see it, but you can actually have like a video that's shown for people who are brand new to your channel who aren't subscribed yet. It can even be like a welcome video, and you can have a video pop up for people who are already subscribers, right? So let's talk about the videos that I'm seeing here, and just let me go to videos to see if these are in fact the videos that you've come out with. So we see a lot of videos here. So yeah, you have a lot of videos that could be shown here that aren't. They're sort of buried because you haven't sort of structured your homepage in this way. And then again, the channel art to make it a little different. The only thing I see here is the logo, and the logo is even cropped because it's a circle a little bit. So perhaps I think because it's your name, I'd love to see your face there if you don't mind showing your face there, much like how you might do on videos. I can see that you're being fairly consistent, which is really good. So kudos to you on that. 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. That's great. I would also pay attention to, I also like going into the videos and then sorting by most popular. So I'm going to sort by most popular to see where might there be opportunities that YouTube is providing you signals for to do more of. So as you can see here, you have like a house miracle chicken dinner. You have some recipes that seem to be doing very well, which is great. I don't yet know what your channel's about. That's the hard thing. If you consider, for example, my channel here, if I go to Roberto Blake, and if I look up Roberto Blake's channel, you'll see very clearly, you get a sense of his style, you get a sense of what the videos are about. Create something awesome, branding and business. Boom, you already know in a split second, very similar to what we talk about in the website reviews, what you're gonna get here. Roberto does a good job of also including like Forbes, Business Insider, Entrepreneur, Black Enterprise. So these are ways that show proof before a person even dives into the videos about what this stuff is about. And here's that sort of first video that pops up. Like I said, that's sort of displayed at the top. And this is a popular video that he came out with recently. And he's had his most popular videos up here as well. So sharing your most popular videos makes it look a little bit more used or populated, if you will, versus all I see here is 5 videos, and there we go. Now, I do want to get into some of these videos. Short adrenal guided treatment. So 23-minute video, longer videos are okay, 18 views, short adrenal guided treatment. You have a little bit more room to add more into the title, and then the thumbnail needs a lot of work. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I think there's a person laying down. I can't tell. It almost looks like a I don't know. It almost looks like a webcam view of some reason. So if I scroll in this.
Let's begin our short adrenal healing treatment. Make sure your telephone is off and you're not going to be interrupted.
Cool. So not necessarily sure what I'm looking at, but I think that the most important thing is also lighting here. Lighting is coming from behind, which means the subject matter, you, in your teaching is going to be very dark. You want the light pointing to you. So you could potentially flip the camera around so that the camera and the windows are pointing in the same direction toward the subject matter. And that's going to just make it look a lot more professional, even without any additional equipment. And then finally, yeah, the thumbnail needs work. So you could have, and check out Roberto. Roberto is like the king of thumbnails. He has his face on there. And look, $100 a day, passive income, creativity will save you. Tim Schmoyer is another great one. Tim Smoyer. By the way, these are all great people to follow in regards to how to do a lot of good YouTube stuff. So as you can see here, you don't have to have text on it all the time. Even this one here, get more views with these simple steps. And you can just see like each thumbnail either tells a story or asks a question, right? There's some sort of way for a person to go, oh, I'm curious about how that happened, or, you know, what's that about, right? And let me just share some thumbnails from some of my previous videos that have been performing really, really well, in fact. So if I go to videos, it looks like I'm frozen a little bit. So there's a lot of the income stream, obviously, because I do a lot of income stream. But let's see here. New opportunities that didn't exist before. That is wording that's different than the title. The title is 15 new pandemic-created business ideas. This video shot up 42,000 views even in the last week. So a lot of times people will make the title the same words as on the thumbnail. I've heard that that's not a good thing to do. You're sort of just saying the same thing twice. How might you use both in conjunction with each other? And hopefully that shows you how you can do that, right? Here, Amazon devastates affiliates, alternatives. And there's a thumbnail here, as you can see, with like a guy who's just like, oh no, Amazon, and then the dollar value. No, that's telling a story, right? Here is one that shows like 7 not so obvious ways to get people to like you more. And it's just like, one is a green check mark and one is a red check mark. Well, what's the red check mark? What does that mean? Let me click through, right? This one's performing very well too. Live streaming for Mac easy. So it's like a live streaming setup, and I've highlighted the parts that are interesting that make you go, well, what is being highlighted here? I want to click through and see what that's like. Even more simply, like this one down here performed very well. Top 10 work from home productivity tips. And as you can see in the background, I put 12 years working from home. So that adds a little bit of proof. It's just a picture of me smiling with a cup in my office, and that one performed very well too. So we need to work on the thumbnails too, because what YouTube does is they share these videos to people, and you're going to get impressions. And then there's going to be a certain percentage of people who see that video who either click or don't click. And it's all about the thumbnail, and it's all about the title. So those are the things we need to work on. Remodel. I like what Remodel here said. Thumbnails are mini hooks. They are indeed mini hooks. Okay, so that was my first YouTube review here, and hopefully that made sense. Let me know what you think, what was good. Maybe we can watch hooks a little bit more in the next one. We shall see what happens. So let's get into the next one. I don't understand thumbnails. So thumbnails, a quick way to make thumbnails would be to do something like this. Canva.com, and I'm going to create a design. And I'm going to use a suggested YouTube thumbnail. This would be the easiest place to start, right? So I might do, let's see. Let's just choose this one. Healthy lunch. Now in thumbnails, I don't like cursive writing, so I might change the font there. Like, you know, how to cook a healthy lunch. I can change the image as well. But even this, a thumbnail, would work so much better, and it becomes something that becomes like an image that just provides curiosity. How to cook a healthy lunch, or what makes a lunch healthy. And I can move this around. Let's go here. Now it's like, well, what does make a lunch healthy? I never thought about that. Let me click through. I'm really interested to see, well, what happens. And, you know, is this avo toast? Wow, that looks really amazing with the cracked pepper. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. So you can see it's not that difficult to create thumbnails. I just went on Canva, and in 30 seconds, I created something, and you can use something like a template there to help you get started. All right. Who else should we review? Let's see. Got it. And yes, much nicer. Fantastic. All right. I do need a better way to sort of manage the intake of whose channels I'm reviewing, whose websites I'm reviewing. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But I also want to show you how I created a story out of one of my last thumbnails. So this is a thumbnail that I created. That also tells a story. Day 1, so boring. And then I like messed up my hair, and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And day 3, even though for those of you on the live stream here, you know that I don't dress up like this here on the stream, but I wanted to create that stark difference between what it was like before and what it was like after. And this is done in Photoshop. And yes, Karma, I actually create my own thumbnails because I have in my head the story that I want to tell that would want to get a person to click. Now, these are, I still got a lot of work to do. I'm not a pro at this, although it says I'm pro there. I think I'm a pro at live streams now after doing it for 44 days straight. And again, thank you for being here, by the way. But I just wanted to share this with you to show you how this sort of tells a story with not very many words, right? So hopefully that makes sense. The whole purpose of a thumbnail is to get a person to stop scrolling and go, whoa, okay, let me see what that's about. And that's the whole point here. That's why I was comfortable wearing a suit and tie that like was a stark contrast to the white t-shirt that was drab. I even like popped my collar a little weird because I wanted to create that contrast a little bit more. And yes, maybe I spent a little bit more time than I should have, but I know a lot of people who do YouTube who spend more time on the thumbnail than they do on the actual video. Even though the videos take an hour, sometimes the thumbnail they spend more time on because that is the first point of distraction. You need to distract a person with it. Now, obviously, you don't want to clickbait or thumbnail bait, but you kind of have to a little bit, right? Because if you don't, people are going to breeze through it. And I think that's so important. This is a great suggestion. Use a timestamp note to mark when your reviews start to help organize your reviews. Thank you, Michael. I might actually recruit somebody like Grandma Goody and to do that for me because I don't know if I could do that on the fly here. But yeah, cool. I want to review Karmic Cash Flow because I know he's been pumping a lot of content out on YouTube, and I want to review his channel. Let's see. I think it would be, let's see, channel. Looking for Karma here. There we go. So Karma, let's do this. Karmic Cash Flow.
So a lot of people out there, maybe even you, don't believe that they can make cash flow or passive income or recurring income, whatever you want to call it, online. They try and they try and they try, but it never actually happens. And let me tell you, it's kind of true. The average Joe isn't going to make.
Cool. Not a bad intro there, Karma. I don't know if could you all hear Karma there? Karma, by the way, here is in the room with us right now. First of all, first impression, love the channel art. Fantastic. I absolutely love it. You have a little hashtag there as well. Very much branded to you with the little cash in the background that I just noticed. Yeah, I love this. But let me know if you can hear when I play from YouTube. I just want to make sure that so that we could follow along together and I'm not just like sitting there. Oh, is there an echo again? Man, I have to figure that out. Well, okay. I'm going to work with Caleb today to figure that out, but maybe it's because there's an audio delay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, Karma, not a bad intro there. However, one thing I'll let you know is that you were very general in that intro with, hey, you know, you said like you guys are, you know, most people think X, Y, and Z. I think that you can just go right directly into who the viewer is right now. Hey, you might not believe that you can actually make extra cash with some of the skills and things that you have to offer in this world. But I'll tell you, yes, you can. I've done this myself, and I'll show you proof about exactly how this is done and give you step-by-step so that you can do it too, right? So just get right into who it is your viewer is. Remember, not every, like people aren't watching this in groups with others. Yes, multiple people are watching it, but not together. You can just address each person sort of right up front. Look at these thumbnails. Passive income mistakes. Great. Why are you never going to build passive income? That's like, wow, what? Well, why am I never going to do that? I want to click on that. That's good. Build an email list from scratch. Great. Wow, this is good. I like the orange. The orange is coming out. You're even putting that into your thumbnails as well. So very, very great start here. I'm going to click on videos. I want to see more of what's going on here. And you can see you're honing in on your skills. All your previous videos have this really nice, clean thumbnail, and these other ones, not so much. You can go back and update old thumbnails, and that actually can make a huge difference. And what I would do is I would go sort by most popular. And I would go, okay, these popular videos how might you update them in a way that, if they're still relevant, support the style that you have now. For example, like this one, blogging is dead. 9 reasons I left Infusionsoft. That's a great video. How to tag open emails in Infusionsoft. So it seems like, so ClickFunnels. Cool. So I think that, the sort of tutorial thing could be a really good thing for you in terms of videos that might be performing very well too. But again, I like what I'm seeing here. Let me go to your playlists to see if you're doing anything there. Great. How to make passive incomes. Playlists are very important. Playlists create another way that people can find you, because sometimes people look up the playlist, or playlists could even be seen, right? So if I were to look up, for example, let me go to my channel and let's look up podcasting, or how to start a podcast, for example. And there's my video there. I can actually filter this by channel, and I can filter it by playlist. So let's go to playlist. And there, like, my thing pops up number 1 and number 3 and number 7. Well, some of these are other people popping them up there too. But playlists become an amazing way for your videos to be found in addition to just the video itself. Let's see, online passive income, personal finance, new videos weekly.
So a lot of people out there.
Okay, I want to go into this video in particular.
So a lot of people out there.
Great. Let's scroll through. So it seems like this is talking head the whole time. You could benefit karma by, there we go. I saw something like that where
Is membership.
So things like this, stacking the B-roll or the text or things like that early on in the video will keep people on for longer, right? In addition to a really good hook, having and stacking your visuals early on is a very, very key thing to do. And let me share you some examples of that. If I can go back to my videos. Let's go scroll down here. Massive opportunity during that downturn, and you have those same. So let's mute this. So now it's muted so you can see. So how many seconds until you start to see things on the screen? 5, 6. So I created a hook, right? 8, 9, 10. Let's see, where do I have something else pop up? So there we go. 19 seconds in, something that shows proof about the concept that I'm talking about. So these are related to the unemployment rates here in the US, which relate to the video. Like, here's some brand new business ideas, right? Even right after that, so just a little bit of movement in the video goes a long way. Let me see if I could pick another one that I think has even more. So Amazon devastates affiliates. Oh yeah, there it was. So even just little things like that, right? That pop up. So already within the first 20 seconds, there were multiple things that popped up on the screen. And yeah, so hopefully that works. Now let's go back to Karma for just a couple more moments here. I'm curious to see how the end of your videos look, because the end of your videos is an important thing. Your video quality looks excellent though. Love that. That, I don't know if you do that in every video, but if that becomes like your thing, like, keep doing that. I love little things like that. All right. So you have an opportunity here to create a card or an end card at the end of your videos. So check this out. Using end cards, you can do moments like this. So first of all, so I'm talking, again, more movement on the screen, a video that popped up, and I'm going to be pointing to it in just a minute. So more things like this thing. The thing on my left side is to subscribe. You can subscribe like that, or you can click on the next video. And I actually tell people to go click on that. Karma, since you're still early on, you have the opportunity to do that. I know you've recorded a whole bunch of videos. You don't need to tell them to go there, but you can just insert that in various places. You can even have up to 2 videos. You can choose a playlist. You can choose a video of your choice that relates to that topic, or you can actually have YouTube choose the best video for the viewer, which I often do because YouTube knows the algorithms and knows what a person who's watching and what they're into better than I do. So sometimes that works really well too. Not sure why the end screen didn't play. It should play. You should go back and check that. And then having cards pop up in the middle of your videos as well works too. But again, more sort of visuals and opportunities for people to just kind of get excited about, and breaking up that pattern goes a very long way. So as you can see, going to screen flow. Now the way that I did this video here, where I go from sort of talking head to just immediately sharing something that's on my computer, is in fact, I was recording on my computer at the same time. So instead of going in later and then having to record the screen while I go through and do things like this, I actually have the video recording, this video recording, while ScreenFlow is recording my screen at the same time. And so yes, it's gonna take up a lot of space. But what that does is I can sync them up in editing, and then I can go, oh, in that moment, I actually want to go to the screen. And I can just sort of go, okay, we'll show that during this time and move that above the video with me, versus having to come in later and go, okay, now I have to film something to insert itself in here. It just is something that's done simultaneously so that I don't have to do that again later. Madeline is asking, can you add the moving words on YouTube? No, you have to add them into your editor. I'm using Final Cut Pro. A lot of people use iMovie, Adobe Premiere. I even have used ScreenFlow, which is for Mac, which is a screen recording software. I actually use that software to edit my videos because I can add words and, you know, dissolve from one scene to another, like very simply, and it's a much cheaper product. Carmen says, I appreciate your thoughts and we'll work on everything today. Awesome. Let's keep going. So end cards is, just to reiterate this one more time, end cards are something that you can include after you upload your video. YouTube allows you to insert either click here to subscribe or click on this new video at the tail end of your video. Only in the last 20 seconds does it enable you to do this though, but you get to choose the size and where it is on your screen. And what this does is, and this is really important, it helps increase the session time for people. So when people watch your video, you don't want a dead end at the end. You don't want to have them think about where to go next. You want to point them in the right direction. So either subscribe or click on one of these videos here. And what that does is if a person clicks on that, that registers in YouTube as, wow, this channel keeps people on YouTube and keeps people on their channel. So now the session time, which is one of the many, but actually a very high variable that they take into account in terms of search results, in terms of how many people are going to see your video and the algorithm and all that stuff. Having people click to see the next video is a very, very smart thing to do for sure. Now, how do you insert in the top right corner? I was trying to see if I could find an example of when I do this in a video. I don't remember off the top of my head, but in fact, look at this screen grab. But as you can see here, I have a couple here related to, so this is called a card. So there's the end screen, which we just talked about, and this is the card. And you can insert these at any moment in time in your video. And what you do is you just find the video or insert the link. You can even have it be a subscribe to your channel or even subscribe to somebody else's channel. If you mention somebody else's channel, you can drop in a card there to subscribe to their channel. You can also do a poll too. But this will pop up and show and even sort of like slide out during that moment in time where you want it to be seen. And again, I was trying to find out where that shows up. And I think it shows up in the I don't necessarily know when that pops up, but I mean, I might be able to actually take you into this video. So I'm gonna edit this video really quick. And you can see, look at this, this is an 8 playlist, and that's totally okay to do. I'm gonna go to cards. And remember those 3 cards, here they are. One popping up at 8:18. So here's what it looks like at when we get to 8:18, you'll see this first one pop up. So again, I muted it so you're not hearing it, but you should see it sort of come in at the top in about 5 seconds here. So this is when I'm talking about the switch pod. Boom, you see that up there? Suggested, 10 lessons I learned inventing something new. And I just mentioned that in the video, so then it pops up right at that time. So that's really great. And the more that you can increase the way finding through your channel, the more likely your videos are going to be shared with more people. So that's how you can do that. And this, let me go to the end card, the end screen really quick to show you that. And by the way, what I'm seeing here is information from vidIQ. I also have TubeBuddy helping me as well. But this tells me things like, TubeBuddy is like, hey, are you, what's your SEO score? What are some things that you can do better? It also tells me my ranking for some of the tags that I'm in. So if you look up, for example, Amazon's Associate Program, my video should pop up number 5, or alternatives to Amazon Associates, this video will pop up number 1, which is really cool. And it also gives me recommended tags as well, which is pretty neat. But let me go into the end screen and show you what that interface looks like. So now if I play this, you should see, there's been some massive, okay. I don't know why it picked up at the end there. No. We want to go to the end. Let's zoom out and go here. So you'll see these elements pop up, one there, and then the subscribe one right there. And that's done here. So here's a subscribe element. You can add new elements too. I can just right now add in another video if I wanted to. So let's say I wanted to add in my most recent upload or best for viewer, or choose specific video. I might choose, for example, my my new opportunities video, right? Which makes sense. I think going back to your archive and inserting new videos, inserting new thumbnails is a very smart thing to do. So I'm gonna pop that right here, and then I'm going to hit save. And now this later video, because this one was published after the one that we're looking at right now came out, is relevant. So I wanted to pop it up there for you and show you what that was like. Okay, I think I can go a little bit quicker with these. And again, I'm just kind of doing this on the fly with you. All right, I have a channel I want to review, and I want to review this person's channel because they've been very, very helpful. Yes, PewDiePie. All right. So Rafal has donated every single morning for the last, I don't even know how many days. So I wanted to review his channel here. 665 videos. Wow, incredible. So hopefully this is your channel here. And let me know if this is good. Cool. So drones and camera stuff, fantastic. Vlog, tutorial, adventure, life. I'm very grateful that you have a cover, or essentially your channel art, but I think you can go one step further, Rafal, and have perhaps your face in there and you holding a drone or some of these cameras, and just something a little bit more in tune with what people can get, even some more language about the kinds of videos that I can expect here on this channel. I think that is probably the best practice for what you can do on your channel art here. But wow, well done, almost 10K subscribers, which is fantastic. And I can see that you have, let me just mute these things. I just want to play this really quick to see. Cool looking stuff, a lot of movement, rapid fire, that's great. Look at that, 32,000 views. And I'm not necessarily sure what language this is. Is this Polish? And again, I'm not hearing this. And then here you come on, which is great. I love that. Love the background in your videos. The lighting is great. And you're doing all the right things. Pattern interrupts. It's going to take a little bit more time to edit, obviously. But I think that, let's see. And again, I can't comment on the titles, obviously, because I can't read them. But hopefully you're getting somebody to click on these, and you can actually go into your analytics to see which ones people are clicking more on. If I were to go to my analytics, for example, here, you can start to see some things like the trends and what people are actually clicking on. Look at this video here, like over time, it just continues to go up. What I want you to look at, this is for all of you, is look at your reach for your videos. This one has a 3.8% click-through rate. This will tell you that based on, this is an equation, right? The number of people who clicked divided by the number of people they've shown the video to. So impressions. So this was seen by 324,000 people, and 3.8% of people have clicked through. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that actually is quite average here. You can actually go full channel and show the impression rates. I think if I go into advanced mode, I can compare this video to other videos potentially. So I can do, let's see, impressions, click-through rate. That's what I want to see. And it was very big in the beginning because my subscribers saw this, right? But let's see if we can add more videos here to the mix. Videos, I don't know if I can add these in the way that I want to, but let's go to this video, for example. This is a more recent one. And look at this one. The other one was 3.8%. This one is 4.7%. Yesterday it was 5.2% impression rate. And because YouTube experiments to see how well your videos do, they'll send it out to people even if you're brand new. But that's why the thumbnail is so important. That's why the title is so important too. So not a bad impression click-through rate for this video. Let's try another video here. Now, let me show you one that perhaps didn't do so well. Oh, I can only go that far. This one, not bad. 3.8, 4.1, 2.6 that day, 5%. So 3.8. So again, this one's pretty average. So again, that's where the thumbnail comes into play, and you can do some really interesting experiments by creating new thumbnails for your stuff. Now, let's keep going here. Let's see what your most popular videos are. I'm gonna sort by popular. As you can see here on that channel art, I like this would be nice if it was on here on the left-hand side, because I'm just seeing a close-up cropped version of the underside of this drone. I would love to see it sort of like this is a cool view and move everything over to the left so that, you know, your name and what I can expect here. And also like, what's your specialty? I see that you say vlog, tutorial, adventure, life. Everybody else is saying that too. What's something unique about you? So a lot of Mavic stuff, which is great. A lot of drone reviews. Like even just working on thumbnails here on these videos can have a dramatic difference. And what I'm looking for is a clear example. And again, it's maybe hard for me to understand because I can't understand the title or the language here, but I'm looking for which ones have had the highest amount of views in the least amount of time. So this one here, the Mavic Mini, this is a sign that this is a great video that got picked up. And so I would love for you to see I would like to see even more videos about the Mavic. And maybe, I don't know if this is like 10 things you should know about the Mavic, but maybe you should do, you know, 10 things that you dislike about the Mavic, and then you can link to them in your end cards. Let's see what your end screen. So you're using the end cards very, very nicely there, which is great. Let's check out your description. So great, a lot of stuff, which is fantastic. You can put as much stuff in there as you'd like. I think you have like 5,000 character limit or something. And probably links and affiliate links and those kinds of things. Great, that looks fantastic. Let's see, you got the little up close view, which is nice. You can light that up a little bit more. Cool. I would center yourself in those videos too, unless you have specifically something sort of that would be sort of popping up on the left-hand side. But man, these unboxing videos go crazy, right? Well done. I really like what I'm seeing here. And again, the biggest thing is I think that immediately you can change your artwork for your channel to have it be something that represents you a little bit more and not just like a close-up of the bottom side of a drone. You can have the text on there. You have a lot more room to work with in terms of what people can expect with the videos that you're coming out with. And then utilizing playlists, for example, for the similar kinds of videos that sort of are grouped together could go a very long way. So yeah, it looks like a lot of your Mavic stuff is sort of what YouTube is saying, like, hey, we want you to create more of that kind of stuff. Dolip Dad says, this is such good info. Thank you. I also want to share something really quick. So I should have done this earlier, but I'm going to copy Rafal's. I want to see socialblade.com. And I'm going to put in Rafal's name there. And what this does is this is a sort of quote unquote analytics tool that you can use to even gauge other people's velocity and success. Now, it's a little bit harder than it was because there used to be, YouTube used to show you like the legit to the subscriber number. Now it's by the thousands, but you you can see, wow, your video views popped recently. I mean, look at you, 50, 70. So there's a lot of things that we can infer here, and you can see how many subscribers you're getting every day, right? So I would recommend that, and thank you for the super chat, by the way. Hey, Archer, good to see you here today. We are reviewing YouTube channels for the first time, which is fun. So, wow, look at this. I don't know what happened here. That looks like an anomaly to me. But it looks like kind of around this date, you had just like an influx of something happen. Look, 12,000 views that day, and like whatever video came out that day or whatever video seemed to pop that day, that's what I would look at. You can also do some cool future projections here. So future projections, I want to see, for example, in 2 months, you're going to hit 10,000 subs. So it looks like, let's even see like when you might do that specifically. 61 days until, and this is pretty accurate, by the way. You're going to get to 20,000 subs within a year. Just keep going, right? And then what's cool about this is you can look at similar channels. So this is based on sort of other people, other channels that YouTube sort of can connect with yours for some reason based on their algorithms. Or actually based on views, not necessarily based on type. Sort by video views. Yeah, that's not as helpful as I thought it was going to be. But this allows me to see how you've been doing, and it looks like, I mean, just look at that, weekly views. You've been, whatever you're doing like in the last couple days or last week or two, like do that. Now, it looks like it was ever since the quarantine started that your videos started to pop. So this is the time to lean in to, I mean, look at this. This is great. This is the time to lean in to your stuff even more. Whatever had been working really well, do more of that. So this is, again, the socialblade.com website, which is really great. By the way, make sure you hit that like button because I'm going to give away 2 copies of this book that one of my students' kids made. And this is a chef junior book, and it has recipes, 100 recipes for kids by kids. And this is just something that I'm really stoked to share. So yeah, we'll send this to you and hit that like button. If we get to 200, oh, actually, I was going to give away 2. I'll just give away 2 at the end. I apologize. I was just in the middle of these YouTube reviews. I'm going to do one more YouTube review, and then we're going to give these away. And then we'll go from there. All right. I enjoy seeing what Social Blade thinks projection-wise. Kind of fun. Yeah, let's actually take a look at what happened on Social Blade for me. I actually haven't looked in a while. If I look at smart passive income. You can also look at Instagram accounts here on Social Blade as well. So yeah, very similar sort of uptick as a result, and that's ever since I started going live and ever since the pandemic. Video views, we are seeing about 24 to 30,000 a day, which is pretty amazing. And you can see the subscribers, you know, hitting an extra 1K every about 2 or 3 days at this point, which is amazing. Like, I'm just super thankful for that. Let's see, future projections, and 9K subs for the last 30 days. Just thank you all so much. Subscriber milestones. I'm curious when I'm going to get to 300,000. So I think we can, and again, this is just prediction based on previous historical data, but if your stuff starts to pick up, obviously these numbers will change. But we're going to get 250,000 within 3 months here, which is pretty amazing. And then you see people like Mr. Beast, which is just unreal. I mean, this is daily, by the way. 5 million views a day. 2 million views. More. What? Wait, is that right? No, this is total. This is 5 billion. Sorry. This is 2 million a day, 6 million a day, 7 million a day. That's just unreal. An extra 100K every 2 days. You can't play the comparison game, though. Completely different channel, completely different. But I will tell you that I've met Mr. Beast in the past. Very, very nice guy, very genuine, very humble. He is a data nerd. And a lot of data nerds do very well on YouTube. Why? Because they really pay attention to what works and what doesn't. He spends a load of time on his thumbnails. In fact, he gave a presentation at at Vid Summit not too long ago that was mostly about how he uses the data that he collects. And he also gave a great story about how the first few years of him doing YouTube was just not great. I mean, his videos didn't look great at all. They were just about Minecraft and they were using his iPhone, but he kept going and then he started to see what worked and then kept leaning into that a little bit more. And then here we are, 35 million subscribers later, which is just ridiculous. Let me see PewDiePie. Oops, I spelled that incorrectly. PewDiePie. So here's PewDiePie's data. Like literally the #1 channel. 1 million subscribers in the last 30 days. I mean, yesterday he had 9 million views, 104 million subs, just unreal. But again, you can't play the comparison game. Pretty crazy. 5 minutes left to get that goal. We got 15 more likes to go before we hit that like goal of 200, and then I can give away a couple of these books, so let's make sure we get that. Let's see. Let's go to one more channel if possible. Who might we best put on the chopping block? Again, I need to do a little bit better job of trying to collate all this here in the chat. I'm thinking of creating some sort of way to make this fair, where it's sort of randomized. I'm looking for an online tool where I can perhaps have entries come in and then I can pop them in ahead of time and then have it sort of like a roulette wheel, sort of just be by chance. But we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see if this one pops up really quick. All right, so we're going to do Xenia and Vlada from House of Creators and see what happens. Great. You have artwork. Fantastic. Let's pop more in there. If this is going to be something that you'd like to connect people with on, you need to put yourself or some images or something to have people understand what they're going to get when they get here. I don't know if this is the right channel or not, but it seems like it's been a while since you've published, so maybe this is not the right channel. If it is, then we need to make sure we start publishing a little bit better. Publishing a little bit more. House of Creators. Is this the right one? Xenia. Not our channel. Not our channel. Okay, cool. Thank the Lord. No offense to this channel, by the way. Let's see. Filter by channel. There we are. Yeah. Hey, like I said, you got to put something up in there in the artwork so that we know what this is about. Upgrade your mindset, elevate your business. Cool, let's connect. I like you have the images down there. I would say that if you both are going to show up here, why not put your face up here or a really cool image? I mean, I see it here in your sort of avatar, but it's just, I want to see more. And it's a very much a personal brand based on the names and how big they are. So let's put it up there, right? And I think, House of Creators could make its way in there as well. What is it that makes this different as well? Could be great. Great thumbnails. They stand out. They're all sort of within the same language, which is great. 3 mindset hacks for aspiring entrepreneurs. I like this. The little outline around you is a very popular thing to do. That's very clickable for sure. Although, yeah, these aren't bad at all. Look at this. Google versus Pinterest. The versus videos go so well. I think that's a really smart thing to do. And it looks like you're coming out with 1 or 2 videos per month. Hey, it's good to see your face, nice and large. Look at the lighting in the background. I really love that. Little zoom in. Those are little nice pattern interrupts, which work very well. Again, I don't know what you're saying here because how to get free traffic to your website, Pinterest secrets. Yeah, very clear. Look at that. 21 thumbs up. That's fantastic. 25 comments, hopefully replying to each of these because this is the time to do it when you're starting out. And look at that. You are doing exactly that, which is great. All right, let's see. Let's go into the thumbnail or the description. Learn how to get free traffic to your website with our free traffic secrets and Pinterest secrets. Are you struggling with getting traffic to your website? You maybe even tried many different things like Google, but have you already tried Pinterest? This video should help you get free traffic to your website. Okay, not bad, not bad. And resources, things that you link to. You have these short links here too, which is great. Affiliate things. Okay, great. No, just keep doing what you're doing here. This is great. I think that let's just keep going a little bit more. Hopefully you show some Pinterest and some things like that. Again, I'm not listening to this, but I want to hear something in the first 10 seconds that makes me go, oh my gosh, I got to stick around for this. So again, I don't know if you're doing that. Any screen shares, Pinterest, I'm not seeing anything here in the sort of preview, but you might benefit from showing more if this is about Pinterest, like let's show Pinterest, let's show these secrets. I don't know if it's actually, in fact, something that you are showing in here. Oh, I did see something pop up just a minute. So you're doing a great job of zooming in, zooming out. Hopefully you're doing it in a place in the video where it's like a hit point, a thing that you want people to recognize. But we could do a little bit more with showing what it is you're talking about on the screen. Let's try another video of 3 work from home productivity hacks. Cool. I like the personality. Even without listening to it, I can see it. That's fine too. Welcome back. See, the coloration here looks a little bit better to me and more inviting than the other one. The other one, the purple, was very bright. I like this one a little bit more, in fact. And again, the same zoom in, zoom outs, 3 work from home tips. Some B-roll or some other things to keep people engaged a little bit more could work. But again, you're responding to every comment, which is important to do in the beginning because that's how you build that community. You have your nice layout here, popular uploads, business, social media marketing, fantastic. Let's see what's sort of working really well, most popular. Hey, you're about to cross 100 views here, which is great. Yeah, not much else to talk about other than just experiment with new kinds of videos, different topics. I would try to see how you might be able to increase the rate at which you are publishing videos, because that is that's really important. So yeah, I want to dive deeper into this in the future. I think that this has been really great. Let me know what you think. And by the way, we're 3 likes away from the giveaway. So we're almost there. If I can get 3 more likes, we'll do the giveaway really quick before we move into just the rest of the day together. So that looks really great. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for allowing me to experiment today with some YouTube reviews. Hopefully these were helpful for you. I'm going to go and watch other people's YouTube reviews to see what I can pull out from others to improve on this, but I think it's going to be something that'll allow us to just all get better together over time. And perhaps down in the future, we will have some specific days where we'll just do a bunch of YouTube reviews, and I'm very thankful for you about that. So we reached the goal, but apparently we've got a few trolls in here who took... Hey, there we go. We reached our goal. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the side view. You're going to see me scroll through this here, which are your comments that are kept track of. And I'm just going to stop in 2 different places, and good luck to everybody. So Dawn, winner, first winner, by the way. Dawn, send me an email, pat@patflynn.com, and we'll send you that. Dawn, we're going to send you the Chef Junior's book, so that's number 1. And if you don't have kids, you can get the book and give it to somebody who does. And number 2, let's scroll up and let's scroll down. Chris, congratulations. Chris, gorgeous. Have a great day, everyone. I have some students to meet in a couple minutes. Keep up the great work. Maybe you'll watch the replay. I don't know, Chris, but send me an email, pat@patflynn.com, and we'll get that sent to you. So congratulations, Dawn and Chris. And hey, fun time, everybody. Thank you again so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And just thank you again for being a part of the Quaranteam. I appreciate you, and let's keep it going. Cheers. Peace out. Have a great day. You're amazing. All the best. Bye.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream, all while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
Stay safe, everybody. Stay inside. We're going to get through this together as long as we're here all quarantined up. I'm not going anywhere. See you here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and maybe we'll do some more YouTube reviews. We'll see. Take care, y'all.
Bruh.